Hello everyone, welcome to the most awarded games played between Richard and Ding Liren in this classic in 2024. Richard with white pieces, he opens with e4 and the Liren replies with e5. Bishop to c4. Bishop to c4 is the most white prioritizes the developing the light square bishops before playing the knight to f3 in the bishop's opening game, and Liren replied with knight to f6. Knight to f6 is the bishop's openings and it's called Berlin defense. And knight to c3 by Richard. Uh, Bishop to c5, knight to g, knight to e2, and both player castles here. C6 by Ding, d4 by Richard, and e into d4, uh, knight into d4, d5, striking the center by Ding, and captures on d5. C captures on d5, bishop to f3. He's taking back his bishops, saving from the pawn. Bishop to g4, attacking the queen, uh, and pawn to f3. Knight to c6, developing the knight as well as attacking here white's knight on d4. Knight to e2, saving, making defense the knight here. Bishop to s5, taking his bishop back, and c3 is a nice move. Rook to e8, bishop to g5, pinning the knight, black's knight, and bishop to g7. King to h1 is a safe move here played by Richard. Queen to b6, bishop captures on f6, pawn captures on f6, and knight to f4. Knight to e7 by Ding Liren, queen to d2, and king to g7, and here the Richard plays rook on e1. Bishop captures on d4, uh, and Richard goes for the queen trade here. Queen captures on d4 and queen captures on d4. Pawn to d4, knight to f5 by Ding. Rook to d1, rook to d8, and rook to c1. Here again, the Ding goes for attacking the rook on d1. Rook to e1 by Richard, and knight back to c4. Rook captures on e8, and here again the Ding captures rook on e8. h4 by Richard, b5, saving the knight. Making defense on knight. Knight captures on d5, knight captures on b2, and rook to c7. a5 by Ding, knight to f4, a4, attacking here bishop, and bishop to d5. Knight to d3. One tries to trade off the knight, and knight captures on g6. Pawn to g6. Rook captures on f7. King to h6. Rook captures on f6 and d8. Bishop to c6, attacking b5. King to g7, attacking the rook on f6, and rook to e6. Uh, rook to d rook captures on d4, and bishop captures on b5. Rook captures on s4 with check. King to g1, and rook to d4 by Ding. a3 by Richard, g5 by Ding. Rook to e3, tries to attack the knight on d3 as well as wants to save his pawn on a3. f4 by Ding. e4 wants to trade up the rook here by Richard, and rook to d1 with check. Bishop blocks the check, uh, coming to f1, and knight to d5. King on f2, rook to d2 check, g3 by Richard, and again Ding wants to attack the bishops here on d1. Uh, Bishops to c4, knight to f4, kings step up forward, and here Richard captures on g2 by knight. Kings captures on g5, rook to a1, uh, rook to e8 by Richard, rook captures on a3, rook to g8 check, kings to f7, and rook to f8. Rook to c3, trying to attack the bishop, rook to f7 check, king to g8, and bishop to e6. Rook to e3 again wants to attack bishop on e6, and bishop to d5. a3 by Liren, kings to s6. Rook to d3 by uh, Liren to attack the bishop, and bishop to c4 attacking the rook. Knight to e3 attacking the bishops, and finally uh, rook to g7 check by Richard, and in this position Ding Liren resigns the game. So guys, like I said, hope you enjoyed the game. Big congratulations to both of them, but is the Richard who takes this one. So thank you, we'll see you soon and have an excellent rest of the day. Thank you very much.